So as a member of the Clearing and Forwarding Group, what is your group doing with regards helping to ensure that the regulators, as the NCS now, gets proper collaboration and ensure that everybody's grievances, like some of the ones you just mentioned, are properly channeled?
We've invited them to engage. Come and meet with us. Come and have breakfast meetings with us. Talk to our members. We have issues we want to discuss with you. There are a lot of advocacy that needs to be done, both from your side, from our side. So engage with us, because we know the resistance you are getting. We know what needs to be done. We know that the system has to be incentivized. We have our own thoughts about it. So we've done what we're supposed to do. We're waiting for their reaction. And quite frankly, they've asked for support from stakeholders, because no matter how much you want to succeed, if the stakeholders do not collaborate with you, you're not going to make any headway.
Talking about collaboration, and what's the state of things at on the Apapa roads? You know, for most of first half of the year, it was issues of traffic gridlock. Not a lot of your members were able to get in. Commuters coming out of Apapa also had challenges and the rest. But what's the situation right now? Is it a little better?
Harriet, the situation is very frustrating. It's better now, a bit better. A bit, but what you don't understand is why on earth will we have Nigerian citizens operating in the economy, driving trucks, whether they are tankers, articulated vehicles, cement trucks, or flat trucks to carry containers, will decide to defy government at federal, state, and local, park trucks on the road and say nobody goes through unless we get what we want. And I've done this successfully for over 6 years and got once last year. Look at the spin-off effects. About 10 to 15% of companies have taken a decision to relocate out of Apapa. Again, you find that many of the workers of companies walk at least 2 to 3 kilometers to work every day from my 2. First, physical exercise.
But then you see, sorry to cut you here. Okay. But there's been some conversations, and some people say that it's actually the fault of the clearing and forwarding agents, because some of them don't do this clearing as quickly as they should, and so you have containers piling up at the ports, people lining up to try to get their goods and clear their goods and the rest of it.
Fallacious. Absolutely without merit, that argument. Now, I'll tell you, 90% of custom license agents do not operate trucks. It's outsourced. So she'll be talking and most of the people causing the problem are tanker drivers, cement trucks, because you have 57 tank farms, which was not there before.
But then you're also responsible for clearing goods, because if you don't clear the goods from the port, then the tankers can't come in and take them out.
Now, what do you use to load containers? Flatbeds. Tankers are going in to load all the finished products brought in, the subsidy beneficiaries. The cement trucks are coming in to load the cement from the cement plants. The others are coming to load from the sugar factory. So what do you get? You find you can't have access to the ports. The industries that are in Apapa have difficulty accessing their raw materials, have difficulty sending out their finished products. You have people having difficulty accessing their offices. Meetings are unable to be held. A lot of revenue is lost. The contractor given the job to build the other end, Julius Berger has done the end from Oshoda-Apapa Expressway down to after Coconut. The other contractor has practically been sleeping on the job. We don't know why. So at the end of the day, what's the way forward? We've said in the short term, expedite the construction of that second half of the road. Finish it. In particularly the 500 trailer park, 500 capacity trailer park there. That will move all these trucks to that place. Secondly, finish up the other trailer park at Orile. Thirdly, set up a comprehensive traffic management system that will involve the military, the army, because the Navy has been there doing that before. The Shippers Council has tried this. Presidential Task Force has tried it, but I think now we should be more fully engaged in the presidency. Direct should come into it, get the army, And then you find, because when you are saying the economy slowed down, that is also a primary cause of that aspect of the slowdown.
But now we have there's a new Comptroller General who's been appointed for the Customs Service. What's your take on the appointment, and what are your expectations? You know, bearing in mind all of those challenges that you've actually listed, and the fact that now more than ever the presidency should, you know, wade into this matter. We should have the army coming in as well as other forces, paramilitary forces, to ensure that all the challenges being experienced, that sector, that very important corridor of money making, you know, is looked into.
Well, fine. It's even good that we talk about the CG, the new CG, because many custom officers sleep in their vehicles. They don't get home. They have to come with double clothes to wear for the next day, male and female, because of the traffic. The new Controller General of Customs is Colonel Hamid Ali. He's a military man. Since the appointment was announced last night, about 6 o'clock yesterday, there has been a lot of reactions left and right. Okay, let's do a brief SWOT analysis. What are his strengths? He was a criminologist. He is a criminologist. First and master's degree in criminology. Successful military career to military police and a state governor. So yes, he has good sense of state administration, public finance management to an extent. He was governor for 3 years. So that's one strength. And again, he's a very serious disciplinarian. Because yes, there's some aspects of some custom behavior, you say, like all these shootings, some people on the road and over smuggling and all that. Maybe some discipline will come in there. Okay, what are the weaknesses? Some people have argued he doesn't have training in trade facilitation. So how is that going to help the value chain? Some say he can learn on the job. Because it's not the first time it's happened in the country. Haliru Bello came in from outside the service. That was in the military government. Then, again, during Abacha's regime, it was a military government, and they appointed a sole administrator who was a serving officer. In this case, it's a civilian government, and he's not been made a sole administrator. He's been appointed as a Comptroller General. So, whatever it is that the assumed weaknesses have to be worked on fast so that there's no gap. Opportunities. Well, we don't know why the president chose to appoint him. And this is something that we've always said in the Chamber of Commerce movement. Every public sector appointment is of national interest. But there are some of overriding national interests that sometimes you see when Obama wants to appoint, like when they appointed Janet Yellen, he was there in person to explain these are my reasons why I had to do this. Or when they appointed the Hispanic judge. So who would have expected that you come out, you announced a CG of immigration and a CG of customs in the same press statement. One is from the service, one is not from the service. You should have at least given some highlight as to why you decided to do this other one. Because we know the president did a serious due diligence on everybody's appointment. Well, so he must have some reasons. So we think he should come out to let the public know what are his reasons. Well,
Dr. Nwosu, these are early days yet for Colonel Hamid Ali. But of course, we're going to be talking more about him in the course of the months to come. But thank you so much for coming on the program this morning and
thank you.
Sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you very much.
Well, Business Morning continues in just a moment. Please stay with us.